Hey guys, what's up? Nate here. So I am still seeing all over the place that Facebook ad accounts are getting banned left and right, business managers getting shut down all over the place, and it's still a little bit crazy. Can't tell you why. I don't know exactly. It could be just remnants of the election. It could just be new algorithm changes. There's no real way for us to know exactly what's going on. All we could do is prepare. It's important. If you're a business owner, I'm a business owner, and if you're running an agency and you're running client accounts, how can we protect or mitigate the risk of our accounts if our business is solely based upon Facebook? I mean, Facebook has, it's, for a lot of businesses, it's kind of that primary source of traffic. For something like an e-commerce store or for lead gen, it can be a primary source. Because the reality is, it's not everybody stepping up to the plate when it comes to SEO, and so the only way you're going to make money through leads, or the only way you're going to make money from your e-com store, is with traffic, and that's kind of where ads comes into play. So today I want to talk about the things that you can do to mitigate that risk. We're going to kind of start from the easiest thing you can do to the hardest thing you can do. But first, if you love receiving marketing updates and e-commerce updates, changes happening in the industry, you want to be a better entrepreneur, better business owner, make sure that you smash that subscribe button before it's too late. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and let's dive right in. And so the first thing, again, I said we're going to start from the easiest place, and then we're going to move towards bigger and better things. The first thing I'd recommend is make sure you just read the Facebook policy, okay? It seems incredibly obvious, but I know a lot of people who still, they've just never read the policy, and even business owners that are running seven-figure businesses that are running their own ads that still haven't read the policy yet. They've skimmed it. They kind of understand it. Okay, yeah, you don't run things with drugs or alcohol, but at the same time, there's still a good amount in there, and things constantly change. And so make sure that you're up to date with policy. Every once in a while, just checking and making sure, okay, I'm staying within the bounds of policy. And then also keeping track of Facebook for Business, keeping track of their page, and keeping track of the new updates that Facebook puts out. Like recently, they did an update to the algorithm where before you could not run ads with more than like 20% of text covering the screen. If you have too much text in your image ads or in your videos, you were going to get your ads taken down, but they just removed that. Okay, well, that's something good to know, right? It's something to be aware of. So it's something really simple, no policy, but at the end of the day, we're all still under the umbrella of Facebook. And so even that might not protect you. I've had crazy shutdowns for just insane reasons, like one of our e-commerce clients that we run, they got shut down like a couple of months ago for political reasons. They are not even relatively close in the realm of political reasons, or they're not even running anything close to political, but it got shut down for political reasons. Obviously, they probably made some changes given the election and whatnot, but I saw it happening just a lot. And just a lot of people getting shut down and not even getting a reason for why it's getting shut down. So we're still all under that control. And so the next most important thing to do would be to run multiple Facebook ad accounts. Now, it sounds kind of strange, but the reality is you don't have to just have one ad account to one page. You can have multiple ad accounts going to one particular business or one particular page. And when you sign up for a new account, I believe you start off with one, maybe some more, but as you verify the account and as you start running budget in that one account, you will gradually be able to have more accounts. I don't know if there's an exact limit on that. But even if you're able to have 5 accounts, well, that's good enough. And really what you should do is, you should start at least that first account, get that one running, get some data in there, and make sure that you have your business manager verified. It's a really simple and easy process in the business settings of your business manager. It's, again, not a crazy hard thing to do. Facebook just wants to know that you're a real business. They want to know that you're just not coming in there and just throwing them money, although they will take it. They want to know that you are a real company. So verify the business, set up two-factor authorization and whatnot. Do you want to get your business manager verified? That's, again, going to increase your chances of getting more ad accounts. But at the same time, you want to be running a structure in all 3 of those accounts and getting them optimized. So that doesn't mean that you have to go full-fledged in one account and then go absolutely just crazy in another account. No, but just start one, get that one going, get that one starting to be optimized, and then start that second one and that third one, and start a top of funnel in each of those, and then gradually, optimize those. You can run the same ads in all of them if you want to, or you can test different strategies. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a huge difference. But if you know what works, why wouldn't you put that in the new accounts? I mean, we generally are going to run the same things in all three accounts. If we're seeing what's working, or if we're testing new things, testing them in different ad accounts. The reality is that probably not all of your accounts are going to get shut down at the same time. And so if you have one account that's running and there's a lot of traffic coming through that, because again, businesses and online businesses depend on traffic. If all of your traffic is coming from one ad account and that ad account all of a sudden gets shut down, well, now all of your traffic is gone. But what if you have at least two other accounts that they're not shut down yet, but they're running? You have another account that's available for you to be able to run a budget through. It's just a little small risk mitigator. Now, if your whole business manager gets shut down, then yeah, you're kind of screwed on that front, but we're going to talk further on what to do on that. But just to be able to have those at least three, I always do three, is what we've always done in the past. So we always have at least three accounts. Again, be able to just mitigate that risk and to be able to at least keep traffic flowing. If one ad account gets shut down for whatever reason, you have those other two accounts going. So again, just think about your budget, be able to expand your budget, and use that, make it an investment. As one account starts scaling, be able to make that investment into those other accounts and start scaling those accounts. It might save you in the future. And now the third probably the most important thing I would recommend for literally any business is to set up at least a retargeting structure on other platforms, and then start to move into cross-channel targeting, where now you're on multiple channels. So you have literally so many channels to choose from. You have email, you have YouTube, you have Google ads, you have Pinterest ads, you have Snapchat ads, you have TikTok ads. You have so many ad platforms that you can choose from. Set up a lot of these have pixels and stuff like that. I mean, YouTube's going to use Google Tag Manager, and then you have Google Analytics. You can set all that stuff up. Really simple to do, especially on something like Shopify. Set up those retargeting structures, at least retargeting, for goodness sakes, to be able to start picking up that data, and then gradually kind of work in each of these platforms. Now, depending on what you're doing, I might not be able to save you. If you're running something that's just totally black hat, that is just so south of any sort of community guidelines or standards that it doesn't even just make sense to run ads for it. Well, there's ways around that, sure, but at the same time, don't be surprised if you're running ads for like alcohol or something and the ad gets shut down, or the business manager gets shut down, or tobacco or something like that. Don't be insanely surprised if that happens. But at the same time, what you need to be thinking about as a business owner, and it's the main reason I'm not in a traditional agency anymore, and why I don't think that traditional agencies will be around forever. Facebook is not the same that it was 5 to 7 years ago. Can you make a lot of money on Facebook? Yes. Can you do 6 figures a month on Facebook? 100%. You absolutely can. But at the same time, my background's in finance. The whole, and what would literally any financial advisor tell you when investing in a portfolio, don't put all your eggs in one basket, depending on who you're talking to, and mitigate your risk. That's why I say that a lot, mitigate your risk. I mean, it's kind of a finance thing, but I come to the marketing sphere with finance knowledge and with finance in mind, not just thinking about ad spend and all of the, click-through rates and stuff like that, but at the same time, thinking about profitability and thinking about mitigating the risk and to be able to make long-term profits. And so what you should do is at least start getting into one of those things to start, whether that be Facebook email, whether that be Facebook, YouTube. Think about everybody who has ever gotten big on any platform, right? I specifically call it the Tai Lopez method, right? When you clicked on one of Tai Lopez's ads, when you saw him somewhere, you saw him a million other places, right? That's cross-channel. He was utilizing each platform to be able to continually get people into his audience and keep on bringing them back, keep on bringing the window shoppers back. And so I would say it's vital to be on some other platform and be optimizing some other platform because, again, it comes down to traffic. If your ad accounts get shut down, your business manager gets shut down, wouldn't it make perfect sense to have another ad account that is feeding you traffic, whether that be YouTube, whether that be Snapchat, whether that be Google Ads, right? I preferably like to use things with really big traffic sources. Now, TikTok is becoming a reasonably viable option for that. But, YouTube and Google and email, those are probably going to be the three most important. And again, it's why I'm not necessarily a traditional agency anymore that says we just run Facebook ads. No, I'm moving into different spaces because, again, the whole idea is to be able to scale continually and to be able to optimize these other platforms. It's going to make it a lot smoother transition to getting into that maybe 6-figure a year, to be able to scale up quicker to that 7-figure a year, and then beyond that, which is typically where our company is trying to take businesses, not just at 6 to 7 figures, but scaling to beyond the 7 and 8 figures and going up from there. That's the way that we should be thinking. Not enough agencies are thinking that way because everyone's thinking of one platform. Oh, we run just ads on Facebook. Oh, we just run ads on Google and stuff like that. I understand the point of niching down, but this is where I think traditional agencies naturally need to go as Facebook changes. Like I said, it's not the same as it was before. Now, I could spend a lot of time talking about how to set up retargeting structures and whatnot, but that's probably a video in and of itself at a later time. But it's just to get your mind thinking of how to mitigate that risk. Again, hedge against the risk. Think about protecting your business because online businesses depend on traffic. Set up that retargeting structure. At least it's so easy just to set up a simple retargeting structure and start getting data and then start feeding something to a top of funnel on one of those other platforms. Or email, that's basically free to you. Those are people that have either signed up for something that you're giving them or they've purchased from you, and make sure that they are people that have subscribed to your email list so you don't get in trouble by sending them emails. But at the same time, email is a super vital source that literally nobody is using. All you're really paying for is the email tool itself, but then you're able to send people, into different campaigns or set up different offers for them through your email. So I would say email is going to be a second vital source, and then moving on to other types of ads. But every platform is different, so they're all going to require different things. You're not going to be able to run the same ads that you run on Facebook, probably on YouTube, typically. It really just depends on the type of ad that you're going for or what you're running. So the whole point of this, again, is to help you mitigate against that risk. Think about your business. Think about, if you're an agency, think about your clients. Stop just thinking about marketing, but thinking beyond that realm, thinking financially and thinking as a financial advisor. I've always said we don't have really the legal grounding that something like a financial advisor has, right? Where they have the fiduciary laws and whatnot that, keep them within the bounds of thinking of the best interests of their clients. Well, as somebody who, runs accounts for companies, I'm thinking that exact same way for the people and the businesses that we run. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, if you found value, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much. Until next time.